Polestar is a Sweden-based electric vehicle producing company founded as a joint venture between Volvo Cars and Chinese automaker Geely. On the 12th of August, the Swedish electric vehicle company confirmed that the popular electric Polestar's O2 Roadsters it showed off earlier this year in Los Angeles would officially go into production as the Roadster Polestar 6. This came after the EV company made their public market entry through a SPAC merger. However, the company explained that it might not enter the production phase until 2026 because it still had 3 series of cars to produce before Polestar 6 began production. This implies that interested buyers will have to wait a little before laying their hands on the powerful EV. In this video, we will look at the body features and specifications, and how Polestar made a public entry and how they have been performing on since its entry. Hey guys, welcome back to the EV Zone, where we give you trending updates about electric vehicles. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss out on any information. Polestar made public market entering through the SPAC merger. Shares of Polestar made their public market entry under PSNY on Friday, thus making it the latest electric vehicle maker to go public via a merger with a special purpose acquisition company. Polestar stock began trading on the Nasdaq exchange a day after it completed its merger with the SPAC Gores Guggenheim, and Polestar shares ended the day at $13, which accumulated to about 15.8% increase from the SPAC's final closing price on Thursday. Polestar CEO Thomas Ingenlath said the company would use the $890 million raised from the deal to fund its 3-year plan to build new vehicles and eventually become profitable. However, the CEO Ingenlath said Polestar has now progressed beyond startup status and that the company is going public as an operating and successful business, not raising seed or capital to build a business. A CNBC interview with the company's CEO said, "It's because the next 3 years will be super fast growth. The company is geared up for that with the product portfolio." In recent years, SPAC deals have grown in popularity as a means of IPO for new businesses because it requires comparatively less disclosure, unlike the conventional initial public offering. In addition, companies who adopt the SPAC merger are permitted to provide investors with forward-looking estimates, unlike in a standard IPO that supports high value. However, in SPAC, there is no assurance that those predictions or estimations will come to pass. However, many electric-powered vehicle companies that went public with SPAC mergers are not currently doing well in the trading market. We have seen companies like Lucid Group, Fisker, and Nikola trading below about 70% of their post-merger highs. Also, Rivian, an EV truck-producing company that went public via a traditional IPO, struggling as its shares is currently about 84% down from their post-IPO high. However, Polestar could be different from other non-performing EV companies because they have several advantages over their competitors. First, we should not forget that Volvo owns 48% of the company, and Polestar already has over 55,000 vehicles on the road in China, Europe, and the US. The company is planning ahead as they prepare to produce new series of cars over the next 3 years. They plan to build 3 vehicles, which include a large SUV, the Polestar 3, a midsize crossover, the Polestar 4, and a large sedan, the Polestar 5, which is intended to serve as the brand's flagship vehicle, and the new Polestar 6, which should be out by 2026. However, with the people's turnover at the launching of O2, an excerpt of Polestar 6 at Los Angeles in March, it is almost certain that people would purchase the vehicles. O2 excerpt to Roadster Polestar 6. The O2 made its debut in Los Angeles in March this year. The showcasing was intended to highlight the Swedish automaker's in-house manufactured bonded aluminum chassis and other unusual features like an integrated drone for aerial cinematography that were not in the early version of their vehicles. Polestar had some time ago announced that it would be converting its Precept concept into the Polestar 5 in 2024. Now, the O2 to Polestar 6 would be the company's second concept that Polestar would upgrade to an official production model. However, when the EV producing company displayed the Polestar O2 concept, the electric performance car company only highlighted its design language, materials for its production, and a brief mention of its features. Performance-wise, it was revealed that the O2 would feature a high-performance 800-volt electric architecture already confirmed for the Polestar 5. The 800-volt architecture would enable ultra-fast charging for Polestar 6 when plugged into a DC fast charger. In addition, the Polestar 6 will have an output of up to 884 horsepower and 663 pound-feet from a dual-motor powertrain, a targeted 0 to 62 mph sprint time of 3.2 seconds, and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Polestar 6 will carry over many of the body features of the O2 concept into the Polestar 6. Open roof, the soft interior components including seat foam, adhesive, 3D knit fibbers, and non-woven lamination were manufactured entirely out of a novel thermoplastic monomaterial. According to Polestar, this makes recycling easier and represents a step toward more circularity while weighing less and producing less trash. Polestar 6 owners will also be able to film their top-down adventures with the O2's integrated cinematography drone launched with the O2 Excerpts in March. Polestar developed the cinematography drone in collaboration with Hoco Flow. This autonomous camera drone rides in an area of negative pressure generated from an airfoil deployed behind the rear seats. The drone can follow along at speeds of up to 56 miles per hour, and the captured footage can subsequently be edited and shared from the central infotainment system once the vehicle is parked. To commemorate the car's launch, the Swedish automaker's company will produce 500 limited edition units of Polestar 6 LA Concept Edition will be built. To further highlight its exclusivity, each of the 500 units will feature a unique sky blue exterior, complemented with 21-inch wheels first seen in the original Polestar O2 concept. In addition, a light leather interior has also been earmarked for the limited edition. In a conversation with the automotive company CEO, he was asked why the company decided to embark on Polestar 6 project. The CEO explained that the overwhelming consumer and press response at the O2 launches in March made them choose to put out the stunning Roadster into production as Polestar 6. Furthermore, the company CEO explained that the car is a perfect combination of powerful electric performance and the thrill of fresh air with the top down. Also, the head of design, Maximilian Missoni, shared his thought on when the O2 was first displayed in Los Angeles. He said, "By mixing the joy of open-top driving with the purity of electric mobility, it unlocks a new mix of emotions in a car." Explaining further, he said, "But as with all our cars, we are about more than just straight-line sprints. When you turn the steering wheel, the real fun begins." The Roadster Polestar 6 might not be on the road till 2026. They will launch 3 different series first. The company will not produce the Polestar 6 anytime soon, probably due to the effect COVID had on the company. Before the Roadster can go into production, the EV company will have to produce several vehicles of different models by the end of 2025. The business has already revealed the series of cars as the Polestar 3, 4, and 5. They are just commencing on the large scale due to the effect of COVID-19. However, despite the difficulties the EV producing company faced with COVID-related challenges at its factory in China, Polestar emphasized that it still anticipates delivering 50,000 vehicles in 2022, and the delivery will help them to keep up with its earlier forecast. According to a statement from Polestar, the company produced over 21,000 automobiles between January to June 2022, representing an increase of 123% of their production between the same time last year. The production would have gone up more than they have now if not for the restriction, and the number of productions was limited by government-mandated COVID-19 lockdowns, which idled the Polestar's Chinese assembly line for several months. However, the factory is now up and running on 2 shifts, and Polestar plans to make up the lost production over the next several months. On the models to be produced before the Roadster Polestar 6, Thomas Ingenlath said the launch of the Polestar 3 will be the next crucial step towards the company's long-standing objective of selling 290,000 vehicles globally by 2025. The Polestar 3 will be followed by the Polestar 4, a more compact SUV that resembles a coupe, and the Polestar 5, a high-end luxury sedan based on the renowned Precept concept car from the brand. Before the end of 2025, Polestar 3, 4, and probably 5 will be launched, and Polestar 6 will begin production in 2026. Additionally, the company gave an update on its expanding retail network, and the company said it had a significant increase from 103 outlets in 19 countries to 125 retail outlets in 25 nations. By the end of this year, it plans to add around 30 more stores. And that ends our episode. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our videos. Thank you, have a wonderful day.